What's up, everybody? And thank you because you have just tuned in to Real Laughs right here on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host tonight, sitting in the big chair. We are your nightcap of comedy right here on Real Laughs. Get you through that night, man. If you're working that late shift or you're just coming home, listen to us, brother. Let us give you a little bit of laughter, a little bit of giggle to get you home before you hit the wiggle with your wife. That's right. I'm your host, James John. I'm joined in virtual studio with some really good friends of mine, fellow comedians. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. They're not just comedians, they killers. What we do on stage, we are killers, bona fide, certified. You can stamp that, baby. We official. We even got a whistle and a striped shirt. I'm joined in studio with Mr. Miguel Colon Jr., the man who helped start all this hilarity over 8 years ago. I said that right, 8 years ago. Miguel Colon Jr., baby, how you feeling?
Good, brother. Real good.
Nice, bro. Also got Mr. Ken Miller in the house, a man of many names, but always the same face. That's right. You know him, you love him, the godfather of Orlando comedy. But today he is Ken the Ripper. What's
You
going on,
know,
man?
you know why?
Why, bro?
Cause I be killing.
There you go. Bang, bang, bang.
Son, you already know.
Bro. Hey, man, we're not going to waste nothing. We're not going to delay or nothing like that. We're going to get right into it. Everybody knows what's going on right now. It's all over the news and social media. Jeff Coffin's favorite uncle, man, almost got assassinated. That's right, man.
Bro, let me tell you this. We are so lucky that they tried to assassinate President Donald Trump and not President Biden. Because if Donald Trump took a bullet to the ear, bounced back like he was 50 Cent. If Biden got his ear pierced, he would die. You know? He'd be sitting there at Claire's boutique, be like, let me get a stuff. We're losing him. He's coding. He's coding.
Bro, to me, the funniest part was when they tried to shoot him, they shot his ear. Because the first question you ask when somebody gets shot is like, man, did it hit anything vital? And they're like, nah, it was his ears. You don't use those anyway. Yeah, so that's what I
Hey, James, you know why? Because when white men get older, their ears get big. You ever notice how big white men ears are, bro? They're huge.
Like an elephant.
Ears of who? Yeah. Hey, I'm going to tell you this, boys. I'm going to tell you this. Just going on record. The minute President Donald Trump took a bullet to the ear, bounced back, gave the fist, I said, damn, Biden, you might need to run for dog catcher or something. But
yeah.
Player, bicycles be taking you out. You know?
If you wanted to assassinate Biden, you just put him in front of stairs. Like,
that's
how you get
Yeah. You just make sure he goes out on a day, there's a little ice.
Yeah.
You know, just a little ice.
I don't know if y'all saw that Trump just signed a shady aftermath.
Yeah, hey.
I don't know if y'all know that.
Hey, man.
Bro, he was in the studio. He was like, hey, he came out with a bandage on his ear. Drive me to the studio.
Drive
me to the studio right now.
Hey, turn me up. I can't hear on this side. Turn me up. Turn the headphones up.
Miguel, he was like parking the wheelchair.
Yeah. Bro, he rode up into the studio. He had Clue. He had DJ Quick, Timbaland, everybody. He was like, what you got? What you got?
Hey,
what you got?
Hey, they let him do a sequel. He wasn't even on the first one. They let him do a sequel to Life After Death.
Yeah. and poor Joe Biden. You know, Joe Biden was watching on the news. He was like, oh, my God, was that me?
Yeah.
Did my ear get cut?
Hey, some old white dude's on there. Is that me? Is that me?
Yeah.
Hey, somebody call Barry.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, if you listening, black, white, Spanish, I don't care, whatever, you go to Twitter, hashtag Black Twitter, and Black Twitter is the greatest comedian out right now, bro. Somebody posted the clip, and it's been killing me. You know the clip from Paid in Full, at the buddy gets shot? He's like, yo, get shot every day, B.
Yeah, B gets shot every day. I'm going to tell you this. But ask me this now.
Dying, bro.
President Trump has won the hip hop vote. He bangs porn stars. He got charges on him. He took a bullet and popped up and gave the fist.
Yeah, it is.
On paper, right now on paper, straight up, man, there would be a bidding war with like Bad Boy and Def Jam trying to sign him.
Hey, Suge be trying to sign that dude right now, bro.
Right now, you tell me that was a rapper who got shot in the ear at like one of his concerts, popped up and gave me the fist, and he's not going triple platinum?
That's funny.
Donald Trump needs to drop a track right now.
Hey, Suge Knight, come to death row if you don't want the vice president all in your video.
Yeah. That's why I built that wall, you fat mother. Take Donald. What you say, yo? Yo, y'all know. Hey, everybody here knows I've had policy beefs with Donald Trump. I've had personal
Absolutely.
beefs with how I think he carried himself. No lie. When my man got shot in the ear and stood up with the fist, I said, "Well, I guess he's the president."
Yep, that's how it
Like,
works now. Yep, that's what I said.
hey, how you gonna like Joe Biden, man? My man, Joe Biden don't know what's going on. Joe
He
Biden
don't.
don't know what's going on.
He
He don't
don't.
know what's going on. So
Mm.
when the next time they debate and they're gonna be arguing about golf scores, Trump's gonna be like, "Sorry, I can't hear you that well. Took a bullet to the ear, dog." And Biden's gonna be like, "That sounds horrible. Where are we?"
Hey, James, but other thing on Black Twitter, they were comparing white audiences to black audience. Because, we heard them bullets. We gone.
Yeah.
But the white people like, yo, what's
Hey,
is
hey,
it
what was
thundering?
that?
Is it thunder?
Hey, I think it was coming from over there. We should go check it out.
Yeah.
Like Scooby Doo, the mystery.
Now, check this out, guys. We're recording this on Sunday night, and it will
Yeah.
be airing Monday. So there will be some stuff that comes out from
Yeah.
there to now. But as Sunday night,
Mhm.
currently July 14th, as this is being recorded, and I want to bring the date. Usually we like to keep a little magic and mystery, but I
Yeah.
want to bring the date because tomorrow, it might come out something that changes the joke here. But here's the thing: from what I've heard, Buddy the assassin. First of all, too, I gotta hear this, and please tell me if this is true or not. If anybody heard this, but I know somebody was sharing these articles where CNN was like calling it the incident, and I'm like, come on now, y'all. I know you don't like the dude, but when you call it the incident, it sounds like a 3-car pileup.
Yeah.
Like
Uh,
somebody tried to murk one of our former presidents. You're like, there was a scuffle, a hubbub,
yeah.
something. I don't know.
Kerfuffle.
A
That's what it
kerfuffle,
was.
yeah.
Mhm, that's
And
what it
then probably at the same time, CNN is like, the incident in Fox News is like, they tried to kill Republican Jesus.
is.
They tried to do it again.
Hey, somebody posted a picture of one of the comedians who's super, super right wing. Posted
Yeah.
a picture of Trump and then an angel standing behind him, protect. I was like, man, sit your ass down.
Hey,
Sit
Trump
your
has become
ass-
Yeah,
Trump has become Uncle Charlie from the Bones video.
Yeah.
I miss my Uncle
yeah.
Charles.
And then I miss my Uncle Charles. Y'all, Donald Trump, he got shot in the ear. Biden wasn't here. You know what the worst part is? I think Donald Trump got started at like 6:30 yesterday in the evening, and that means they had to wake Biden up and tell him.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
hey, buddy. Hey, is it time for my applesauce?
yeah, he
No,
woke
no.
up and he was like, "Y'all DVR and Jag though, right?"
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
shout out to comedian Flip Schultz who did a guest spot at a club I did this weekend, bro. What he said, Trump got shot in the ear and already announced his running mate. It's gonna be Evander Holyfield.
Hey man, and then here's another thing, guys. Like a former president, somebody tried to assassinate him, right? That's just disgusting. I mean, honestly, just disgusting.
Oh yeah, it's
right,
not
right.
cool.
But
Yeah.
but I watched the Secret Service video, and I am not a Secret Service agent. I am not a protector of people. I am not a specialist. I'm not going to be that armchair special operations officer today. But wasn't there a point where y'all heard that? And then how does the president like what secrets? And I mean, somebody's gonna rip me apart on this, guys. It's comedy, but I gotta ask, what Secret Service squad gives the president a chance to fist bump? I thought he was out of there. Like literally, I've seen them try to shoot rappers, and they're like, "Get him out! Get him out! Get him out!"
Bro, I'm gonna tell you what kind of Secret Service. The same kind of dudes that work for James Brown. When he would pop up and they put the cape back on him, he's like, "No, I got more funk. No, I got more funk."
They let the president do an encore.
Yes!
It was like the end of Get Rich or Die Trying, yo.
They're like, "Calm down, Mr. President." Nah.
Hey, what's funny is it reminded me of too, because I think everybody was so like, what's going on here? It reminded me of the shoe toss.
Oh
That's
How long it
funny.
took them to get the bush at the shoe toss? Like,
Yeah.
Bush ducked, and then the second shoe came and Secret Service was like, wait, is he throwing, man, is he throwing shoes?
Hey, is there a Puerto Rican grandma in here?
Yo, what is going
Throwing
on?
chicletas, bro.
Hey, James, this is my other favorite thing about Black Twitter. When
Uh-huh.
somebody on Black Twitter was like, whew, thank God it wasn't a black dude. Because we don't do that.
Bro.
You ever known a black sniper?
Oh, yeah, the times have changed, huh?
Bro.
We don't
Yeah.
do that.
Bro,
I'm
I
like
was
a black sniper. What
I'm
did
glad
next?
y'all
Hide in
said
the
it.
trunk with his son? You know?
Ooh, DC sniper, yes,
Yo.
sir.
In
Yeah.
the history, we got one sniper in the history of snipes.
We can't, hey, Wesley changing his name.
Yeah. I was like, no, we done got one sniper. And that sniper was trying to kill a bunch of people so he can kill his wife.
Yeah,
So he can get custody of his kids. He had a
Yeah,
whole
I love
plan.
how a black serial killer all goes back to like child support.
Wow. Wow.
You got Ed Kemper murdering his mom and having sex with her head, Jeffrey Dahmer eating people. All these other like white serial killers are out there just pushing the system. Black serial killers like, hey, this is 600 again. I got an idea.
Hey, you know what's not $600? These bullets.
Yeah.
Bro, we wrong. We wrong for that.
Hey, too, they said, and this is what I heard too. So I heard, and remember, guys, July 14th, 7:30 p.m. recorded. I heard that the man was like army crawling.
Yeah.
Up to the. All right, guys, just a heads up. I'm a comic. If I see anybody army crawling to the stage, I'm off.
Yeah.
I'm off.
Yeah, we're done.
So you know, President Trump probably like, that's odd, but I got this squad here. They would do something about this, and the whole squad's sitting there like, man, this is so much better than the last gig I had. I was hanging out the whole time with Biden's son. We was buying crack. This is good, man. Hey, what's that dude army crawling for? I was with Hunter Biden. This is the least weird thing I've seen.
Yeah.
Hey, Miguel, he's like, man, that's probably one of them right-wing militias. That's how they come to the they love the low crawl to the speech. That's what they do.
Yeah. That's the problem. They didn't brief them. So these guys, they probably got, because they had a bunch, it was female agents, so maybe they didn't brief the ladies on. The ladies are like, men are stupid. Look at that stupid. Look at the patriarchy. Crawling on the ground like a man. Oh.
Okay, real quick, man. I love all the jokes, man. We can have fun with this all night. What do you think the outcome of this is going to be?
Donald Trump just won the presidency of the United States of America, guys.
Ding, ding, ding. That's
Donald
what I think.
Trump took a bullet to the, like, even right now, there's just people just gonna see and be like, all right, man, I ain't a big fan, but all right, player. Hey! Player.
You're right.
Because that's what, and this is horrible to say this, but that's what I want the world to see. As much as I don't agree with the political positions of a lot of Donald Trump, I also know Joe Biden. I think sometimes he might be like, did I poop myself or did you poop yourself? No, that was me.
That was me again.
So I think the word, I think this. There was a rockiness on Democrats who they want to vote for. There was not too much rockiness on Republicans, but there were some people who were like, I'm not sure. And any dude who plays Call of Duty and drinks Mountain Dew and who was not sure he was going to vote for, and then saw the president take one in the ear and pop up, and then a bald eagle flew by and Hulk Hogan did a guitar shred, you know? And you know what the best part was? Best part was after the dude got shot, man, Trump just walked up to him. He was like, I still support his right to own a firearm. They're like, oh, this man's wild.
Hey,
in fact, Trump started throwing.
You know what that means, James? If he does get elected, you want to be the house or in the field? Where you want to go?
Hey,
James, do the field for 2 years to shred out, and then do the house.
Exercise,
man.
okay, health. Yeah, you're right, man. But
I'm trying to figure out what part of Mexico they're gonna drop me off from, even though I'm Puerto Rican. Come on, man. I want something with the beach, something by the water.
Hey, the one where they drop all the dudes from Young Guns 2 at, yo.
Arkansas Dave. Arkansas Rhubarb Dave.
Arkansas Rhubarb Dave.
Hey guys, on that note, don't go anywhere when we get back. We love to talk about different comedy shows that have happened, but I'm actually involved in one that's actually giving back. So when we get back, we're gonna be talking with my man Jay from South Brevard Sharing Center, putting on a great show at the Merritt Island Moose Lodge. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back, right here on Real Last Real Radio 104.1. That's funny as hell. Welcome back, everybody. You already know what it is. It's Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I am your host tonight, Mr. James John. We're your nightcap of comedy. Joining virtual studio with some really good friends of mine, some killers. I'm talking about killer comedians right now. It ain't been confirmed, but I don't know what Ken or Miguel was when Trump got shot.
Anyway, you know where I was at. Hey, you know I shot Trump. You know I stay, bro. You know all the people I done killed in history. I missed this time, but guess what? I won't miss next time.
All right, brother. Talk about it.
I was at all your events inside.
Yeah, I was at Kenny's Grocery, and I was like, "What did you do?" I was like, who did this? Who authorized this? I was like, you just made his mixtape sales go up 1,000%. I'm telling
Yeah.
you though, bro. If it would have been Joe Biden up there, the sound of that popping would have got him.
Yep. Right.
I mean, I have zero confidence in Joe Biden's ability to take a bullet. I don't know if Trump would have taken a full-on bullet, but if you got to ask me between Trump and Biden, and remember, I voted for Biden last election, man, and I'm telling you now, if you had to tell me right now, hey, which one of your presidents could take a bullet versus Trump versus Biden? Trump got a little bit of girth on him. He a little big boy. He got them birthing hips and that juice in his body.
Yeah.
So I think, honest to God, man, if Joe Biden would have got shot in the ear, first of all, he got them big old man ears, like Ken says. He'd have bled out. But also, there's a 50-50 chance he wouldn't have known what was going on. He's like, "Was it raining?"
Hey, 4th of July fireworks.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Hey, oh my God. Well, guys,
Barack, where are we?
Barack, Barry, where are we at right now? All right. Now, you guys know that we absolutely love comedy and we love showcasing the people who put comedy shows on. We got a very good friend of ours who actually has employed each of us in different shows at different points of his booking career. He is from Voice is Life, the South Brevard Sharing Center. He's putting on a show for them this Saturday. And I believe a very handsome man will be on that comedy show.
Friday.
Friday. I'm sorry. I said Saturday. My bad. Friday. I'm so sorry, man. Apologize.
Jay, don't come on our show and correct us, player.
Well, I need people to make it to the show. You know, I can't have people showing up on Saturday.
That's right. And that's my man, Jay. Jay, welcome to Real Last, man. A pleasure to have you on. How you doing?
Hey, thank you for having me. A pleasure to be on here with you guys.
Appreciate you, man. Now, Jay, you've been booking comedy for people who don't know in the Brevard area for a while now, correct?
Yeah. I gotta say, definitely for at least the last 10 years.
Yeah, man. Now, what made you start doing this? Because you're a business guy. What made you start putting on shows at different places, man? Is it because you saw a need out there in that area, or you just wanted to always like do something comedy related?
A little bit of both. So I'll say definitely, it was a business opportunity. I saw that there was definitely a need in Brevard County for it. People will definitely pay to come out to it. But if you guys give me a little bit of time to expand, I'll give you a little bit of how that came to fruition for me. So first off, with in Brevard County, there was only one place that I knew of that was doing comedy shows. And I knew of it as because some friends invited to me. It was a place called Makoto's.
Oh,
and they had a certain room. Yeah, way back in the day. This is like early 2000s. So a couple of friends invited me to it. I love comedy. This is going back where like the Chris Rock first HBO specials. You guys remember the Def Comedy Jams? That was the only thing I knew of comedy. I never seen a comedy show live ever.
Wow.
So some friends invited me to go to it, and I was like, hell yeah, I'll go. And what became a tradition of there was Manny Oliveras was a person to perform. I don't know if you guys ever worked with him. He's been in comedy for quite a while.
Yes, sir.
So he was actually performing, and it was kind of a first time thing that even my friends did, because in Brevard at that time, there was really nothing going on. There was no nightlife. So the comedy club was the nightlife.
Okay.
But there was a couple of things you could do in the outskirts of Brevard. So we invited Manny to come hang out with us to Satellite Beach, which was a place called The Cove. That was the only bit of nightlife that you could do. So, he had two choices: either just go back to his hotel and call it the night, or come out with us.
And
so then we kind of made it.
Possibly, have some fun, hook up with a girl, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So hook up with girls happen all the time, B. All the time, B.
Paid in full, absolutely. So go ahead.
We made it kind of a thing. So like after Manny obliged us with it was like, hey, if we really mess with the comedian, we're gonna invite them and we're gonna show them our town.
Oh, so
So
you're kind of like the ambassadors when you go to the comedy club. You take out the comic afterwards. You got
exactly,
to
if
know
they're
them.
good, if they're good,
Okay. Okay, I like that.
yeah.
Okay.
If they're trash, we don't want nothing to do with them.
There you go.
You
Yeah,
know, I
you
was just about to say, Jay, you never took me out after no show.
That's funny.
Well, we'll get into you, Miguel, because I put on some trash shows for you, Miguel, but I got a hot one for you. All right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely, man. So
Ken's like, we be eating oysters after shows. What are you guys talking about? At the mayor's hat with a top hat on.
yeah.
Hey, they
Very
gave
nice.
me a
So,
key to the city, bro. What you talking
Damn,
about?
Ken. All right, so Jay, you started doing this for a while, and at some point when you started putting on shows, you started having a focus on it was always something that's going to give back to the community.
yeah.
How did you do that?
Well, before I get to that, I
Okay.
just want to say like how it kind of came full
Okay.
circle onto that. So like we did Manny Oliveras and everything else. We took him out.
Yeah.
You fast forward, Manny comes back into town,
Okay.
and there's a person named Patrick Garrity who I've worked a lot with, who's a great friend of me, who I know you guys
Yes,
have
we
worked with
do.
or
King of the
Shout out.
is
road.
in the circle.
There you go.
So he's a feature of Manny Oliveras.
Oh, wow, it's
Mm.
back in the day.
And Manny can't hang out with us that night when he comes back in town, but we love that Patrick killed the show.
Oh yeah.
So we take him out and everything. Me and him just become really close friends like that. Fast forward, Patrick comes back in town a couple years later. We both have numbers and everything else. He's still a feature. I bring a bunch of friends out to go see him perform.
Mm-hmm.
And this is still at Makoto's. He goes, kills it as a feature. Everybody walks out on the headliner.
Ooh. Oh
Oh,
yeah, that's that's
Everybody,
hurtful.
he kill, you know what I mean? Shuts it down. The headliner.
Can't follow him. And guys,
Yeah.
in the comedy industry, when the guy before you makes it so hard that you can't do anything to match his energy or the laughs he's got, we call that getting buried. So he
Yeah.
Yeah.
buried the headliner. Yeah.
Yes. So we bring Patrick out. Of course, we don't even talk to the headliner.
Y'all are
He's just-
foul. Y'all are foul.
stay in
Okay.
the car, kid.
Stay in the car.
So now this is the time me and Patrick know he knows about my promotions and everything. He's like, you should put on shows and everything. And I was like, well, I really don't know about how to do that and everything. How would I get into it? Patrick says, I will hand feed you the comedians.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that's when I first started getting into shows. And then I felt affiliated because through him, somewhere through him, I met Ken, I met you, I met Miguel, but at least I had people that I could talk to that were in the industry. I said, hey, I'm thinking about putting on a show with this guy. Is he good or is he trash? And I know with you guys in the industry, you ain't gonna tell me wrong.
No, we ain't. We're gonna tell you the truth, whether they like it or not, and that's what gets us in trouble. But I like the fact that you said I went to people who are already in the industry and asked them how I do it. You didn't just go
And
into it.
bangers.
Yes, and killers. That's right, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't just go on it alone and say I could do this, which is a lot of people's mistake when they try to get into comedy. And it's been going well for you, man. We got a show happening this Friday. That's right.
July 19th.
There you go, man. At the Merritt
That's
Island
up to
Moose
you,
Lodge.
James. You want Saturday? You tell me.
Hey,
Hey, double show. We do it.
Miguel, we do shows on Saturday all the time.
Oh, we do Saturdays all the time. B, what you talking?
Talking about beef.
Well, I'm gonna say this, Miguel.
Yes.
So you know what? Let me just lay out the killers that I've had on here, and you guys just tell me. So Patrick Garrity,
Yes.
Killer.
Royce Paget,
Killer.
Manslaughter Ross Pageant.
Yes.
Devin Siebold,
Killer.
Murderous autistic beast.
Vince Taylor.
Killer.
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 Here's 3 people that I've had onto my main show, my 300 plus show that we had, and 2 of them are on here right now. So Ken Miller,
Beast.
James John,
Oh.
Beast.
He's
also
scared of his wife.
Patrick Garrity. I've also done a show with Mike Hurley.
Killers. Killers, bro. See, that's
Mike
heat.
Killer.
So Miguel, I haven't had you on my 300 plus for charity, and when I get the date, I'm gonna reach out to you first. I need you on
Okay.
there.
Come on now. Give it up for
Do
our
it.
man. Come on,
Yeah,
Do it,
bro.
it's
man.
dog,
Do
and
it.
it's an
You
amazing
you
show, bro.
you give me that
It's
verbal,
an
right?
amazing show.
Yes. Yeah. We
100% in.
All
100% in.
right.
hey, people do comedy shows all the time, B.
Yeah,
All the
B.
time, B.
All the time, man. So, Jay, thank you so much. Well, you got a great show happening this Friday. It's for the South Brevard Sharing Center. They help people get back on their feet, and you're doing it this time
Yes.
with stand up, man. We got a great lineup. We got Marvin Izzy on the show. We got one of the box of chocolates, Chris Alexander, on the show. We got Mr. 407 himself, Kevin Dean, and we got me, yours truly, Mr. James John. I can't.
That's the lineup, man. That's the lineup. And
No,
Mark,
no, no,
yeah.
no, dog.
What's
Chris
up,
ain't
man?
no box of chocolates. That's the Crown Royal Boys, baby.
Oh, my
That's a
bad.
whole
My
nother
bad.
Yeah.
group.
Oh,
You
no.
know,
Oh, it's another group.
yeah, you know
Hey,
I'm
shit.
affiliated with two groups, B. Hey, cats be in groups every day, B.
Cats be in groups every day, B.
Yo.
Hey,
Yo,
Marvin
don't
is
ever-
Marvin's such a killer too. I'm always worried he's gonna kill himself.
Bro,
You know?
bro. Oh my God. So it's a good
And,
lineup though, bro. Yes, that's a good
and don't
show.
forget about Angry Texan is gonna be on there too.
All right, our man. I didn't know he was coming through, man. Shout out to the Angry Texan.
Angry Texans 75% of America right now.
Oh, wow. Facts.
Well,
Facts.
he's on the show to make sure we don't get shot at.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yo,
Is that what we're gonna have to do from now on? They used to be like, hey, bro, hey, make sure you got every color involved. Make sure you got a redneck. You gotta have redneck on the show, bro. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, Jay, where can people get tickets on Eventbrite for this, man? What is it gonna be under?
So it should be the South Brevard Sharon Center. If you go to Eventbrite with the South Brevard Sharon Center, you should see it.
Okay.
I'll give you a link that you can post to your social media and everything else too as well.
Yep. And you guys can look on my social media. You're hearing this tonight. It's already up. It's Monday, you guys. Come on out. It's for a great cause. We got a great lineup of some funny comedians, and Jay's doing it all for a great cause. If you guys are in the area, get them tickets right now. If you're a Moose Lodge member in Merritt Island, your tickets is $20 right now. You get a little bit off. So go ahead, don't delay. Get your tickets and let us put some comedy in your life. Now, Jay, what's your next show coming up after this one so people can keep up with you, and how can they actually follow you so they know all the shows you're putting on?
You can follow me at Voice is Life on Facebook. Just go Voice is Life and follow me there and see the next show. You know, that's kind of the funny thing. When it comes to like Miguel can attest to this a little bit more. I'm in a different place now where before when I first started out, it was just all about, hey, if it was profitable, I'll do a show there. You know,
hey,
it didn't matter what the venue was.
me and Akeem Woods, and we were like, is there a goddamn 9-ball tournament going on at this show? But hey, Jay, I was in the same place, baby. I was in the place where I was like, hey, my man said I get a free chicken sandwich and $75. Let's go.
Bro.
You know what I mean? Like if it was profitable, we would put it on. But you know, since I've done that 300 plus show with the realtors and everything else, it's given me a different aspect as far as on it. And which, first of all, I don't mind any. I'm not knocking any promoter that puts on shows in a small place. And hey, if there are people that want to see comedy and it's their local bar and everything else, have at it. Absolutely. Amen. You know what I mean? Yeah. Comedy deserves everyone that has a chance. But with this now, you know, I have to make sure I'm in a different place to where I'm very selective of the venues that I put on. I want to make sure that it's the right venue. That
Talk about it.
It is. It's gonna be fire.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
It's gonna be a venue that's conducive to comedy. Me and Miguel and Ken have made a vow. We're no longer doing shows where we're not gonna have a good time. We're fighting the TVs. We're fighting the crowd that doesn't know we're supposed to be there. So
if
we
I'm performing
totally
in
understand.
A place that's not supposed to be comedy, it better be a don't tell show, and that better be the thing.
Yes.
I better not have just been booked to perform in a CVS feminine product aisle.
Miguel, who books that real quick? So funny. So you guys definitely go get your tickets right now. You can go to my social media. You'll see information there, Eventbrite link. You'll actually see a flyer as well that you guys can actually go to get the information for this show. It's going to be great.
Yes, sir.
Happening this Friday. Don't forget at the Merritt Island Moose Lodge. It's going to be Kevin Dean, Marvin Izzy, Chris Alexander, and myself. And my man Jay from Voice is Life is putting it on, y'all. It's going to go down on Friday. Jay, thank you so much for being on the show with us, man. We appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate it. If you guys give me just like 30 more seconds, I just want to talk about the South Brevard Sharon Center before I'm out.
Go ahead. Talk about it, baby. Go ahead.
All right. So, hey, listen, the South Brevard Sharon Center, it's for people who are in need, but a lot of people think that it's just like feeding the homeless or anything. No, these are a lot of working families. These are
Okay.
people who are working, who are all trying to do the right thing, but inflation is killing them.
Talk,
So
talk about
they
it.
can come to the South Brevard Sharon Center. They can get food, but more importantly, we joined with the Brevard Career Source because people have experience with jobs. They've been working there for years upon years, but their resume might not reflect those years. So
Okay.
we partner up with the Career Source to help them out with their resumes, to show the experience, to help them even get better jobs and things like that. So it's a lot more that goes to it. Also, if people don't need food, but let's say they don't have clothes for an interview, we have a thrift store. And if they don't have money for the thrift store, instead of using their ticket to get food, they can get a nice jacket, nice suit, something like that, as far as to go to the interview. That's what we're trying to do. We're,
I
we're
like
really
that.
trying to improve our community.
Jay, thank you so much, brother. On behalf of everybody there in Brevard County, you guys do all that work for to try to get people a leg up, man. That's commendable to do that, man. Thank you so much, Jay.
Appreciate you.
All right,
Thank you,
Ken,
guys.
brother.
There you
on
go.
the next time, Miguel, I'll get you on this next
I'll
one. You
be
already
there.
got that verbal.
There you go.
I'll
All right,
be
guys.
there. I'm in.
Make sure you go get that information to go to the show this Friday. Support my man, Brevard County Sharing. Okay, South Brevard Sharing Center. Make sure you guys do that. All right, we're gonna go to a small little break to pay these bills. We'll be right back with more hilarity right here on Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1. Back, everybody. You are still listening to Real Labs on Real Radio 104.1. We at Nightcap of Comedy want to remind you guys, if you haven't already, please go out and follow us on social media. Go to Instagram, go to Facebook, and now you can go to YouTube, subscribe, like, and comment. And please share all this hilarity so we can keep it going for another 8 years. I'm joined in virtual studio with Ken Miller, Miguel Colon Jr., but he is Ken the Ripper today. We
The
killing it out
Ripper.
here, Brett. Almost made me curse a
Bum,
second.
ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum.
There you go. Now, guys, when we get to go to a new club and we absolutely love that new club, we want to sing its praises. I want to share something with you guys. I want to shout out Sad Man Comedy Club in Boca Raton. It's run by a guy named David Sadman and a good friend of mine, man, Nadeem Awad. Both two great comics, very funny. But let me tell you, a comedy club, to me, in my opinion, y'all, is always different when it's run by comedians. And I mean veteran comedians, not people who just started out and running a room, but actually
Yeah.
own it and have been doing it for a while. A comedy club's not a hard thing to do as far as setting it up for success. And what I mean by that is you want to have a room with low ceilings. You want to have a good sound system and a spotlight. And that pretty much, people, is what you want. I guess at ground level when you're trying to put on a comedy show, and these guys have that in spades. But what they also have is guys like Jimmy Schubert. You guys all know him, comedy legend. They got people like Flip Schultz from Comedy Central. Those guys, the way they run their club, those guys will just stop by unannounced to do a guest spot. So what I
That's
mean
wild.
by that is, woo, it's fly. But bro, when you got people like that, they have like 10 comedy specials dropping in on the night you headlining, you better bring the fire because it is stressful as hell. I'm sitting there watching these guys murder. I mean, absolutely destroy the room. And they're like, James, you go up in 10 minutes, brother. You ready? I'm like, yeah, I guess I am, goddamn it. But yo, bro, I'm telling you, the way they set that room up, you got to be a killer. Mike Hurley, he was there. Shout out to him last weekend. And Jimmy Schubert showed up and did a 10-minute guest spot in front of him. And Mike still killed, bro. So I just want to say shout out to the Sad Man Comedy Club. Ken, if they ask you to do it or Miguel, I definitely talked you
Yeah.
both up. Go do it. That room is
Yeah, like I
fire.
told you, he hit me up, man. It was just a more with lodging for me
Yeah,
because we had
yeah.
talked about it, and I was like, yeah, man, I would love to do it, but I wasn't driving back and
Oh
forth,
no, I wouldn't either,
and
man.
you know
I
that's
wouldn't
one of
either.
them places my wife gonna want to go, so I can't stay in somebody's room. You
No,
know what I
you
mean?
can't.
Like you know,
No, you're a grown ass
so
man.
yeah,
But
yeah.
bro,
So
I,
you know,
I
you would have caught 3 years in, Ken. I'd be on your couch.
bro,
It didn't even bother me, but 18-year in, Ken, I'm like,
yeah,
I don't need the money that bad.
nuts. But can you imagine that though, bro? Jimmy Schubert just showed up and did a guest spot in front of
Bro,
you. Like,
I'm doing
that's
Florida's
wild.
Funniest, and he came out because I had featured for Jimmy Schubert at Side Splitters a couple of times.
Yeah,
And it was one I'm looking at him, and we're looking at each other like the Spider-Man meme. I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
don't I know you?
Hey, yeah,
And I say, sir, what is your name? He's like, Jimmy Schubert. I said, God, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
yeah.
was like, dog, I opened for you in Tampa. He's like, yo, yeah, what's your name? I was like, Kid Miller. And then we just kicked it, and he asked, how you doing and everything. He told me he'd move back to South. He'd move to South Florida. He living in
Yeah, he
South
lives here
Florida now.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
bro,
I was like, I give you a list of clubs, but they ain't paying what you want to make.
bro, right? I'm like,
you ain't, yeah, hey, you ain't about to go do the corner, dog. I'm just saying.
nah,
I mean, he might
that's
do it,
funny.
but I'm just saying.
Hey, but Jimmy was explaining a lot of New York comics are getting houses here because you can literally like audition for anything you want to do from here. They want
Yeah.
to live here and they'll work in New York,
No
which
state
sounds
tax,
crazy.
man. No
That's
state
it.
tax.
That's it.
No lower cost of living.
Hmm.
You know,
So
they're
they all
doing
live
it.
here. Yeah, bro. So shout out to all those guys, man. Shout out to Sad Man Comedy Club, man. I just got excited because to work a room and they're doing it right just makes me happy, man. It gives a lot of guys opportunity.
Hey, can I take a moment to give somebody their flowers right now?
Yes.
Friday last week, sold out show, Hard Rock Live, Tony Hinchcliffe, one of the biggest
Ooh.
names in comic out
Yes,
there, biggest name in
sir.
comedy. Man holds the door open for success for everybody. Him and Joe Rogan have pretty much made Austin the new scene.
Yeah.
And his opener, young cat, y'all may know, David Jolly,
All right. Oh,
murders. Murders
nice.
a sold out hard rock. Murders. Comes out and the crowd goes wild as if Holyfield just wanted to fight.
There you go.
Comes out.
There you
And
go.
if you ever wondered, is David Jolly on his way to being a superstar? If you ever wonder, watch that hard rock show. Watch that sold out hard rock, no seats available. David Jolly come out and the crowd went wild. And then listen to tens of thousands of people chanting gang violence as he got off the stage. Like
That's
David
great.
Jolly came through there and murdered it. I was so proud. We got the hookup. I'd gone down to Austin a bunch of times and then met Tony and his people and David Jolly, and they'd always been so very kind. And I didn't expect this. Yoni, one of Tony's producers, hit me up and was like, "Hey, we want you and Busey and the guys to come out." Guys, you know how it is when somebody says, "Hey, we want you and the guys to come out." You know how it is with tickets and everything, especially a sold out hard rock show. Y'all know Mike Busey. Mike Busey said, "Yeah, man." He said, "What do you want?" And he was like, "No, just bring some people." Mike was like, "You want me to bring some girls to hang out and stuff?" They're like, "Oh, that would be a great vibe." So I'm already a little tense because I know Mike. I had been like, "Yo, let's take the SUV. Let's put a couple people in there. Let's bring like 8 of us out there." Mike's like, "Yeah, we're taking the bus." And then, yeah. And then he
Uh-huh.
goes, "Tell Yoni, put us down for 25." I said, "Oh
Damn.
God." I
For
said,
Tony
"Oh God."
Hinchcliffe?
I said, "Man, yeah." Let me tell you what the boy says. He says, "You got 25, all access." We rode up in the bus. We came out there. The seats we had whole balcony row. That was ours. 25 seats for
Mm.
just us. Right there, balcony. They come and seat us when we came in. All access, everything, all night. Everybody, like, whatever we could do for what do you need? What do you want? No, don't put it away. We got it. We got it. And then after the show, like in the middle of the show, Tony said, I went down. You got to go through all the security. It's Hard Rock. So you got to do like 9 security checkpoints. It's downstairs in the basement. I've been there, so luckily I knew how to get around. I go to see Jolly. I go to talk to him. I said, "Listen, man, just get your heads up. I got like 5 guys and 20 girls. If everybody can't come back, that's totally cool. I just know Tony and Mike wanted some FaceTime. Tony had been like, I want to meet Mike. Mike was like, I'd love to meet Tony. You know, he was like, yeah, I'm a big fan.
Mhm.
They come back, they're like, no, bring everybody. I came
Nice,
down. We're
man.
talking the whole, and then Tony comes down. And I go on record. If he's listening, Tony Hinchcliffe, you've been so kind to me every time I've met you. You're such a weird dude, but you're so kind.
I love it.
He
I love
comes
that he's
down,
weird.
bro. He sits down. There's like a baby grand. He just starts playing at the baby grand, right? Uh, I'm like telling the girls, you may approach slowly, but keep your phone down. We don't want to spook this mythical creature.
That's
Like,
I love it. I
bro.
love it.
But when you got 20 girls with you, there's always going to be one. And may
Yeah.
I tell you that this one girl, beautiful, beautiful, fine young lady, well, we're so happy she was there, comes and sits down right next to him and pats him on his head. She's like, "You did really good tonight." I'm like, "Security, security, get the bitch out, get the bitch out, get the bitch
Oh,
out."
what happened?
He just looked over at it. And he goes, "That's weird." And then and he started playing piano, and he was like, "Do any of you other bitches want to pat me on the head?"
Hey, that
And the whole
real
vibe
G.
was great. And then it was David Jolly backstage. I mean, it was only us, David Jolly, and a couple other people backstage. Antoine P came out. Shout out to Antoine P. And
Nice.
we had such a great time hanging out. Dude, they invited us to come out to Madison Square Garden. They're like, "Come out to Madison Square Garden, come kick it at the Garden shows." So I think August 8th and 9th, we're gonna try to go out to the Garden and go.
So
But
you
I mean,
just
dude,
said August 8th, we going to Madison Garden.
come out, dog. I got you put on a dress. I can bring 25 ladies. Usually, it seems
You know I cross dress, bro. I'm
all
in there.
day, dog. But it was such a vibe, man, to be there with Jolly. Like, honest to God, like
Nice. We happy for him, bro. For
yeah.
real.
And there was like, like it's cool I think as comics we get less starstruck than other people because in our industry, even the greats are still kind of like, but they're a comic. You expect something from them. But I had a moment, man, where I was watching Jolly hang out backstage and seeing everybody with him and people doing a meet and greet. And it was a moment of, man, this is so dope. One of my boys, got
Yes.
into the league. And
Yeah,
it
man.
was cool. And if you know Jolly, he supported our show. He was locked up supporting our show.
Yes, he
Hey,
was.
but I did do that thing. I did do that thing where Jolly was with some of Tony's other crew, this people, blah, blah, and I did become that uncle where I was like, "Oh, y'all think that's crazy? I got a David Jolly story for you."
Oh
And you
yeah.
can see,
Oh yeah.
hey, you see his face like, and
Yeah.
I was like, but it was
Man,
a great time,
hey,
man.
let me just say we are all so happy for David Jolly, man, because
Yeah,
we
him, Ken
saw.
Patterson. You guys know
Yeah.
too that Christoph Jean got hired over at the mothership. Christoph Jean's the door guy at the mothership now, which means he's doing.
So he
Congratulations.
left. He left New York.
He left
Wasn't he
New
in New
York.
York?
He's in Austin. He's a door guy at the mothership now. Which, if you're a door guy at the mothership, it's like being a door guy at the comedy clubs anywhere that matter.
The seller
You're
and
getting
stuff.
stage
Yeah.
time, the cellar and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
Christoph. I just seen Christoph on a showcase over there. I saw the photos, man. It's real cool. These are our young boys, man. These are the boys.
That's so
Yeah,
dope.
good for them, bro. Good for
That's
them.
so dope, man. Oh my God, man. So shout out to all the new comedy clubs. Shout out to all the guys out here grinding on the road. If you're on the road right now, man, shout out to you because we know it definitely ain't easy doing what you guys do.
It really ain't, man. And and
Yeah.
and also too, I got to give a shout out to Christy B, dog.
Oh yeah,
who
yeah, Christy
who
B. There you
dude
go.
just man, the first show was a corporate gig, was a they rented the room out and it was
Mhm.
great. But that late show, they were packing people in there. If fire marshal would have came, they would have shut us down.
Shut
Nice.
them down.
Cause dog,
Nice,
it was
bro.
people walking to the door. She was like, "We're sold out, but we'll find you a seat. We're sold out. We'll
Okay.
find." It was somebody sitting on the box of liquor. She done stacked up a boxes of beer and somebody was sitting on them.
Bro,
But
that's funny.
it was one of them shows where nobody heckled, nobody yelled, nothing.
Oh,
They just sat and enjoyed comedy. And you know me, James, I'm rapid fire
yes.
because I don't want anybody to talk. It was one of them
Yes.
shows where I shut the hell up and I slowed down.
Yeah.
And when I looked up, bro, I was at an hour and 10 minutes.
That's why I don't listen to you when you tell me you only got 45 minutes.
Bro,
You do not only have 45
I
minutes, Ken
just, because I
Miller.
be like,
No, nah, brother.
hey, bro, dog, hey, man, dudes be talking fast all the time, B. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Ken, I'm so happy for you, man. And we shout out to Christy because we definitely
Dog,
want her win
I
to stay.
really hope, Christy, man, that this works for you and it stays open because her fans, they like comedy. They're
Yeah.
not there to like the corporate gig was super chatty, but it's a corporate
Yeah.
gig. They don't know about the comedy. They don't know how it works.
No.
These people paid tickets. They came to see comedy and
That's
they
awesome.
sat there and it was 65, 70 people. 8 of them
Nice.
has seen me 3 times.
That's so
And they were like, bro,
funny.
this is the best show you've ever done. We've seen you 3 times. I said, I
Oh,
did the same show.
nice.
Do
But
Nice,
you
nice.
guys
hey,
ever get?
man.
Do you guys ever get that where you do new material and nobody recognizes it, and then you
Yeah.
do some old stuff and people are like, "Hey, I like that new stuff you did," and I was like, I did an hour of new stuff earlier. This time I phoned it in.
You did a good job with that. I like
Yeah,
that.
you did a good job at that
Oh
part,
my
man.
God, that's funny. Before we go here, guys, we got about 2 minutes left. Where you gentlemen performing this weekend?
Ooh, start with Ken.
All right, Ken, go ahead, brother.
Well, you know where we at, man. July 18th, all for the money. The corner downtown this Thursday. Make sure you swing through. On Friday, Brevard Comedy. I'm at Double Tap Grill in Melbourne, Florida, man. And then the 20th, I got a corporate gig that I'm probably gonna bomb it.
Why you gonna bomb at the corporate gig?
Man, they don't need the comedy there, but they pay me $500 for 10
Hey,
minutes.
yes, they do. They need it. They need it. They need it, man. They need it, man, bro. Like Ken said, don't forget Thursday. We're talking about the All for the Money show at the corner in downtown Orlando. You know how we always theme the show, and this theme is America. That's right. You guys want to get them tickets? Go to whenyouneedus.com/events. They are complimentary or free for some of you slow people.
Yay.
Don't forget on Friday, I'm gonna actually be doing a show. We just had Jay on, my friend. We're doing a show for the South Brevard Sharing Center. That's right, at the Merritt Island Moose Lodge. It's going to be Marvin Izzy, Chris Alexander, Mr. 407, Kevin Dean, and myself performing. So if you guys want to get them tickets, go to Eventbrite under South Brevard Sharing Center or go to my social media. You guys can get them tickets right now. Then Saturday, I'm going to be doing Larry Ventura. I mean, I always mess his last name up, Ken. Larry Venturino. Is that his last name?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm playing at his place down south. I'll be there on Saturday, so you guys can check my social media and get tickets for that as well. Miguel disappeared, man. I don't know where
He
he
said
went.
he just sent the message on the thing. The power went out downtown, which I get it because the power went out of my place about an hour ago. So he said the
Oh
power
man.
went out.
Yeah, right. He's about to tell us where he's going to be. All right, guys, you're going to have to tune in tomorrow on Tuesday to see where Miguel's going to be forming this weekend. But don't forget about Thursday, all for the money. Go to whenyouneedus.com/events. On behalf of myself, James John, Miguel Colon Jr., and Ken Miller. Ken, tell them what they need to do.
Take your ass to bed. Hey, dudes be going to bed all the time, B.
We out.